Hey guys, Andrew Farabee here, founder of Knowledge for Men, 3-time Amazon bestselling author, and in this video, I want to talk about Tai Lopez, the infamous YouTube guy everywhere. Is he a scammer? Exposed, 67 steps, the accelerator, all of his programs. Are these scams? Okay, so I want to dive into that. You've probably seen this guy and you're wondering, like, what's with all the girls, the Ferraris, the Beverly Hills Mansion? He's just everywhere. He's doing Snapchats. If you look at his thing or Instagram stories, he's got like dozens and dozens. It looks like he's got like 100 Snapchats, all kinds of stories. He's always, pushing some sort of content and then selling you. And is this the real deal? Like, is this guy a scam? Is this guy a fraud? Let's dive into this whole conversation about Tai Lopez. So, unlike all the other videos that I've seen talking about Tai Lopez being a scam, I've actually met the guy. I've interviewed him on my podcast. I have the podcast Knowledge for Men. I've interviewed over 350 experts on success, life, and business and relationships, and he's been one of the guests on my show. And I've actually been to his house multiple times, his earlier house in the Hollywood Hills, and now he's living in Beverly Hills, and I've partied with him. I've met the guy. I've had conversations with the guy. I know what he's like just in person. I would say I have a much higher level of knowledge and experience and background about Tai Lopez than every other guy that's talking about him, all the other videos. And so let me give you a deep dive into who this guy is. Is he a scam? Should you buy his products? Should you stop watching this guy? I'm going to talk about a few of the biggest concerns that people have regarding Tai Lopez. Okay, so let's just dive in. Girls, cars, house, Hollywood Hills, all the glamour. Let's start with Ferrari. Okay, so it's been reported that I guess his Ferrari is, he doesn't own it. Okay, it's leased. Most people don't own their Ferraris because buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini is a bad investment, because instantly when you drive a luxury car like that off the lot, you lose value. And so renting it is actually a good investment. And so if you're going to follow success advice and money advice from someone, you would want them to actually be following good, their own advice. Did he just do it for his videos to get attention? Well, actually, he's been driving a Ferrari since like 2008, 2009. So he's been driving Ferraris for a long time. And so, yeah, he uses them in his video to get attention. And so, let's talk about his house in the Hollywood Hills and the Beverly Hills and just that huge mansion, right? People have found that you can look up on Redfin or Zillow and you can see that he is clearly renting this property. He does not own that property. But who does in Hollywood, okay? Most actors, directors, musicians, people that you love and follow in the movies and in the radio, they are renting too. Does that mean that they're fraudulent? Does that mean that they don't provide value? Does that mean that what they're doing doesn't matter? Does that mean you should question this guy's movie because he's renting his house or he's renting a sports car? Does it mean you're not going to watch his movie because he's just trying to make money off that movie because he's actually renting his house or he's renting these things to, boost his image and credibility? I mean, that's kind of what Hollywood is, and he's playing into that. And also, most people aren't going to buy a house in Hollywood, Beverly Hills right now because the market is so high. So if you know anything about real estate, you don't want to buy when the market's high. You want to buy when the market's going down, so that you're getting a great price, and then it has room to grow and you get more value, more equity in the home, and the value of it goes up. You don't want to buy when it's high and then the market crashes and you're paying mortgage on a property that isn't even worth what you're paying. It's actually a smart thing that he's renting a Ferrari and the Lamborghinis. I believe he may have purchased one now because his business has grown, but I think most people are bringing up this whole thing that, oh, he's renting, he's not the real deal. Well, that's what most successful people do. Okay, not everyone is buying these liabilities, which a luxury car is a liability and a house is a liability. Rich Dad Poor Dad kind of broke that whole myth that like a house is an asset. And so he's actually following good, sound financial advice, and you would want someone that you're going to invest into to follow that advice. Okay, so let's talk about the girls. What's up with all these girls in his videos, right? He's got girls, he's doing the selfie thing, right? And he's got girls just behind him. He's on an airplane and there's a hot girl behind him, or he's, in his room and there's a hot girl behind him, and he kind of does it real quick. Cool, all right. kind of, you know, interesting, whatever, kind of like raises your eyebrow, like what's going on here. But at the end of the day, are you mad at every beer company for having attractive women in their ads? Are you mad at Carl's Jr. for having attractive women eat a nasty burger? Are you mad at every alcoholic beverage company showing attractive women? Are you mad at live music festivals for hiring attractive women to be there and to wear the t-shirts? Are you mad at Red Bull energy drink for hiring attractive women to pass out Red Bull drinks? Go to a shopping mall and look at the windows, okay? Go to the biggest shopping mall in your city and you'll see that they have attractive women on their windows. Okay, brands are built off of the attractive women. Is it right? Is it the right thing to do? Hey, man, he's not the first guy to do that. And I think a lot of people are giving him a lot of heat for hiring attractive women and using that to make him look quote unquote cool. People and brands have been doing this for decades and decades and decades. If you've seen the series Mad Men, they're using attractive women in a lot of those campaigns. And so this has been going on from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. This is nothing new. He is not creating something here. He's just following what he knows works, okay? He knows that what is going to get attention is going to be an attractive women, and that's what big companies do. Imagine, you know, looking at a lingerie store and there's unattractive women wearing the lingerie. Okay, how successful is that lingerie store going to be? Okay, imagine those kind of trendy like Hollister or like Abercrombie and Fitch, and them using unattractive models. It's not going to work. And so, yeah, he's following what already works, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that you should just know that like everyone is doing this. Okay, he's not the first one to do that. Are his ads annoying? You know, his ads are everywhere. People complain like his ads are all over YouTube, especially. Now you're seeing him all over websites. You could be on CNN and you see ties everywhere, okay? Well, again, he's not the first person to do that too. Big brands have been pushing commercials that you've seen over and over and over again on television, on the radio, and on the internet for decades, okay? Ever since, you know, advertising has come out, big brands have been using it to promote their offers and what they sell, their products and services over and over and over and over again. He's just trying to get attention, okay? And that's what big brands do. They want your attention. Even famous Hollywood couples that you probably follow and like, well, they'll go on dates and they'll connect because it's going to create attention, like quote unquote Hollywood power couples, right? And is there something wrong with that? Like, do you hate their movies? Do you hate their products for them trying to create, you know, get more attention and to build their brand? Hey man, it's been going on for a long time. It's nothing new. Okay, so let's talk about his products now. I think that's one that a lot of people really want to get into, okay? So I've addressed some of those kind of, you know, those external things like cars, like house, the girls, and him putting ads everywhere, okay? Let's talk about his products. Should you invest in his quote-unquote 67 steps to the good life programs? Okay, so people say his products are just crap, right? Like he's biting off it's like, oh, it's just him kind of rehashing, regurgitating information inside other programs. Hey, honestly, you can see I read a lot. I've been reading since I was 19. I'm 29 years old right now. I've been reading for the last 10 years, so I've read a lot of books. And I can say that most of those books are going to say almost the same thing. It's like almost every book has about 75% of the content is basically the same. And then there's about a 25% where like kind of the key differentiator, right? What is wrong with someone who has read hundreds of books and rehashes some, if you believe he's doing this, he's rehashing some of that same content, but you don't have to buy the hundreds of books. Okay, you don't have to read the hundreds of books, which would take you years to do and so much time, and you have to buy all those books, and then he summarizes it into easy to understand and digest kind of, you know, ideas and, you know, methodologies and concepts and strategies for you to, you know, ingrain so that you can take action. And he does that for 67 bucks. I mean, that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. If I was to ask you or even myself, I went to college and I mean, people spend $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, $100,000 in college, and they have very little to show for it and often are in debt and will spend the next decade of their life trying to repay that debt. Well, wouldn't you kind of question, the college system? Because that's a lot of money. I mean, Tai's really just asking for $67, and sometimes he asks for more. He does joint venture offers with other influencers where it could be $500, $1,000, or $2,000, but it's nothing that's going to put you into serious debt where like you're going to spend the next decade paying Tai and you're not going to get any value or results from it. Hey, I recently went to Las Vegas, went to one of those Cirque du Soleil shows, okay? It was really cool. It was the Beatles, really great show, recommend it. Especially if you love the Beatles, you have to see it. So much energy, I loved it. I bought 2 drinks, I was with my girl, and a popcorn, just like a regular popcorn. And guess what the total was? $70. I spent $70 on 2 drinks and a popcorn. No one's saying that Cirque du Soleil is a fraud here. No one's saying that this is like a scam, because wouldn't you agree that that is a scam, that it probably only costed them about $3 to make those 2 drinks and that popcorn? Okay, so I could argue that that's a scam, but do I complain? No, okay? It was a part of the experience. It's not a big deal, okay? That's Vegas. Vegas has overpriced drinks, overpriced food, and all this stuff, but it's a part of the experience, okay? So Tai's program, $70, okay, I would way rather have 67 steps to quote-unquote the good life, whether or not I'm going to have the good life or not, but just the fact that he's going to give me 67 powerful steps, it's worth way more than 2 drinks and a popcorn, okay? So I think we really need to put this into comparison here. He's offering you a ton of value, and you're not going to go into serious debt. And on top of that, it's not a scam, okay, because he offers like 30-day, 60-day, 90-day money-back guarantees. Okay, I can't get a guarantee from Cirque du Soleil. I can't get a guarantee or my money back if I don't like the hotel, the MGM, which I stayed at, okay? If I don't like it, or if I get sick and don't get to enjoy it, which I did, I got a stomach ache, and I was kind of sick for half of my trip, I don't get my money back. But with Tai's programs, you just contact, they have their phone number, they have their email, they have all their stuff there. He even has his business address, okay? So how much more contact information do you need to feel that, okay, you'll get your money back? I think that if you can get your money back, then it's not a scam, okay? If he was saying no refunds at all, then hey, that would be very skeptical, but you can get your money back, therefore it's not a scam. You can basically try it out, and most people do try it out, and then they do ask for their money back because they never applied the information. Okay, so that's, I sell online courses too. I help men become stronger, grounded men so they can have more love, connection, success, and happiness in their lives. But, one of the things that I see is people will buy it, they won't open it because I can see if someone logged in or not, and then they'll ask for a refund and say it was bad. But it's like they never even started, they never even took action. Okay, so you can't blame a product for not getting you, quote unquote, what it said it would get you if you did not take action consistently and work hard. In all of his programs, when he's selling, he says, this is not easy. You do not get rich quick. This is hard work, okay? He has disclaimers all over, okay? Google wouldn't allow him to put advertising and spend millions of dollars if this was a quote unquote scam, okay? I advertise on Google, and let me tell you, they really look at what you're doing, okay? They look at your landing page, they read it, they opt in, they see what's going on. And if Google, one of the most valuable companies in the world, is allowing this guy to spend money, okay, they don't need money. They don't need Tai's money now, okay? They have way bigger brands. They have way bigger things going on for them. They could easily just say, get out of here, Tai, if you're a scam, but they allow him to spend because he has a legitimate business. Let me explain briefly how Tai makes money, okay? So you're probably thinking, okay, how does Tai even make money, okay? I've watched these other reviewers, and they're clueless about how internet marketing works. They're clueless about how people make money online. They say, oh, he makes money with Amazon affiliate links. No, Amazon doesn't pay you anything. Even if he does have an Amazon affiliate link, he's making like 30 cents if you buy the book, okay? It makes no sense for him to spend like 20 bucks to get you to look at his landing page for him to then make 30 cents, okay? How he makes money, let me explain, okay? Because I've looked at his funnels, I've invested in his programs, I'm a customer, okay? I've been to his events, okay, let me explain. So there's a book, it's actually at my office, this is my home office. It's called Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. And this is basically Tai Lopez's whole business model, okay? Let me explain. Gary Vaynerchuk says, jab, 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 right hook, which basically means, the way that I can interpret this for you, the whole book I can summarize for you, it's give value, give value again, and then sell, which is offer something of even greater value, okay? That's Gary Vaynerchuk's whole book, okay? You want to give, and then ask, okay? Offer value, and then promote something of equal or greater value, okay? And that's basically what he's doing on social media, through his advertisements, through all his YouTube. He's giving, and then he offers a program. Sometimes it's his own program, or sometimes he partners with other influencers and they work together on creating a product, and then he promotes it, and then they split the sale. So if it's a $1,000 product, then Ty's gonna make 500, that guy makes 500. You're probably thinking, why would Ty make 500 if it's the other guy's product? Well, it's because the acquisition of a customer is very hard to get, and the other guy's willing to split it in half because it's an online course, and once it's built once, it doesn't take much extra work to manage it, okay? So that's how Tai Lopez makes money, and he has, really ventured into a new area called edutainment, okay? So it's not just information marketing where someone like Brian Tracy or Tony Robbins or Jack Canfield or Zig Ziglar or Les Brown, where they're just straight giving you great life advice and business advice. What Tai does is it's a mixture of entertainment and education. And so you mix those together and you have edutainment, where he's doing fun things. He's got a great social life, or at least he's portraying that through his social media, which he really is just capturing his life. I would say, 3 out of 4 times he's really just capturing what's going on in his life. And then the other 1 out of 4, maybe he's staging something to promote something. So Ty's in the edutainment business, and he's doing a really good job at it, okay? And so if I was to summarize what Ty is trying to explain to you in all of his content, his events, his programs, his social media, there's really just a few things that Ty will always come back down to. I can break down his entire philosophy on how to have the good life right here. It's basically, 1, the system doesn't work for you. Okay, the system meaning like go to college, get the job, and like just, invest in 401k. Like that script of life does not work. You need to take control of your own financial destiny and create some sort of side hustle or business that will allow you to live the good life. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is, how do you do that? Okay, so how are you going to actually live the good life? It's 1, get education, read books, buy programs, go to events, go to courses. He's big on self-education, on going out and investing in yourself, okay? Your education starts, after your formal education, right? Your real one, okay? Number 3 is he's so big. His whole TED Talk was about this, is basically just get a mentor and then surround yourself with other like-minded people on a similar path. And he breaks it down into 33% of people are going to be people below you, okay, kind of people you're helping, and then 33% of people at your same level, okay, so people that are like really like make same kind of income, same goals kind of thing, and then 33% of people that you have mentors, okay, these are guys who are way ahead of you, or they're ahead of you in some way, shape, or form, okay, so that's basically what Ty is trying to tell you, and that's not a bad message to preach. Okay, that's really not a bad message to preach. He's really about freedom. He's really about building a business and being alert. How can you get free from that business so that it is pouring money into your bank without you having to be there? These are some of his main ideas that he's trying to teach you. Okay, so the big question, is Tai Lopez a scam? Okay, that's the question that you came here for, and the answer is no. He is not a scam. These other guys who are saying he is this and that, I know the guy, I've been to his house, I've partied with him, I've gone out with him, I've interviewed him for over an hour talking way deep about his life and how he came up in life and started having success in his life. Okay, he's not a scam. He offers money back guarantees, and his products really aren't that expensive when you look at the grand scheme of college education and formal education. If you actually work hard and apply yourself, will his programs work? I would say that there is a greater chance of success if you do buy his programs and work hard. I think it would reduce the amount of time, and I think it would reduce the amount of money that it would take. Like if you're trying to figure out how to do all this and you're making mistakes left and right, Will it be the grand slam thing that the only thing that you need in your life to succeed? No, it won't, okay? Because life is a continuous journey. You are always learning, you are always growing, and there are guys out there who are trying to help and summarize things for you, and he is basically just a mentor on the path. Is he the one all be all mentor? No, and he doesn't even want to be, okay? Not even the biggest guy, who I believe is the biggest guy in this space, Tony Robbins. He had a documentary called I'm Not Your Guru. He doesn't even want to be your guru. Okay? They are just trying to create content that they believe can help. And if you want help, they can offer it to you. And yes, they're going to charge. People think, oh my gosh, he's got the key to success. Why does he charge? Okay, well, when I'm sick and go to the doctor, I don't complain that my doctor can't, cure me for free. No, I have to pay. Okay, he's got the cure to my sickness, and I have to pay. People might, why aren't you mad at doctors? What if I have a cavity? Am I mad that my dentist isn't gonna fix it for free? He's got knowledge, he's got the tools. Okay, so if someone has the knowledge and they got some tools, you gotta pay. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Just because he charges doesn't mean he's a bad guy. If it saves you time and money and stress, then go for it, okay? So all in all, he's not a scam. You do have to work hard. You do have to put in the time. I think most of the people who are saying that he is, one, they're not taking action. Two, they're not being consistent with their action. And three, they're not being patient with their results, okay? Am I an affiliate for Tai Lopez? No, okay? I don't have any affiliate links anywhere. I just made this video because I was sick and tired of people saying this guy's a scam. This is just a guy who's not a scammer. He is a salesman. He's not selling things that like don't work, or he takes your money and he runs and he's jumping. And does he live in the Virgin Islands, or is he living away from U.S. police and attorneys and stuff like that? No, he lives in Los Angeles. Okay, if he was a scammer, he would have been arrested a long time ago. So that's gonna be it, guys. If you're interested in what I do, you can go to knowledgeformen.com or click below in the description. You can learn more about kind of the things I offer, helping men become stronger, grounded men, so they can have more confidence, they can have more love, they can have more freedom and success in their lives. And if you want to listen to the interview that I did with Tai, you can also find that below. Really good interview because it happens before he really started taking off on YouTube and all that. So, all right, guys, talk soon.